Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our 2023 mod NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode, where you are looking at the NASCAR Xfinity Series race results from Phoenix Raceway, where it was Sammy Smith picking up his first win of the season and first win in his return to junior motorsports over, how about Ryan Sieg and Garrett Smithley, second and third, having impressive runs for those guys. Then Anthony Alfredo and Taylor Gray rounding out the top five, followed by Ryan Truex, Ty Majeski, William Sawalich, Parker Retzlaff, and Brandon Jones, the top 10 in Phoenix. Two others are good there. You got Eckes, Corey Heim, Connor Zilic in the top 15 on part-time schedules, and not the day that Austin Green was looking for down there in 36. But congrats to Sammy Smith on the wins. Here's the updated Xfinity Series standings. 19 races to go in their regular season. And right now we have three different winners, and Sammy Smith, William Sawalich, Nick Sanchez are provisionally in spots in the playoffs, with Taylor Gray, Raja Caruth, Ryan Sieg, Ty Majeski, Brandon Jones, Lane Riggs, and Ryan Truex rounding out the top 10 in the points, with the two wildcard positions currently going to Corey Day and Anthony Alfredo. Daniel Hemrick, Caden Honeycutt, Connor Mozak, Garrett Smithley, the first four out right now, trying to find their way in to the playoffs. Course, so congrats to Sammy Smith on the win here in Phoenix. In the back room, we've been practicing and qualifying for today's main event, the NASCAR Cup Series Fan Shield 500 from Phoenix Raceway here. One final time racing here at Phoenix Raceway. Chase Briscoe and C. Bell, two fast Toyotas, have to start at the rear of the field. And Kyle Larson puts it on pole. Your 2021 Series champion tries to get his second ever Phoenix Raceway win, as we are once again bringing up the number 2 Discount Tire Ford, as the green flag is out and we are underway here in the desert in Phoenix. Who is going to find their way into victory lane here as the sun sets on our time racing at Phoenix Raceway NASCAR Heat 5? We'll find out as you're already aggressive from the top 15, driving up in the top 10 into turn 1, trying to get by Priest. A little bit of contact there with Priest. 3-1-2. He's able to save it, go to the inside of Blaney. We're now 3 wide with Chase Elliott and Michael McDowell for position down this back straightaway, trying to clear the 71, which we barely do. End up sending it really deep into turn 3, getting to the 21 of Josh Berry a little bit there. We take advantage 3 wide with Berry and Justin Haley. Just like that, we've driven our way up into 4th position here early in this race, as Larson leads over William Byron and Bubba Wallace here in Phoenix. I'm still trying to work my way forwards here in 4th. I'm so far impressed with how we started this race until right now when we get into the wall, going too high up the racetrack in turn 2. Big mistake there on my part, cost us a position to Blaney. Here comes the 6 of Justin Haley to our inside. Now we get forced wide in order to not run into him, so now here comes Chase Elliott. Josh Berry working the inside on us. We're starting to struggle now, starting to lose some positions on the racetrack as we try to work our way forwards through the grid. Now alongside Berry as Elliott sends it to the inside, 3 wide. Elliott goes by. We're still stuck on this outside lane racing Josh Berry. Now Ryan Priest is to our inside here into turn 1. I try to come down, not realizing Priest is there. Contact made in the 60s, sideways and around goes Ryan Priest. The 60 will crash to the inside wall on lap 6 to 71. McDowell blowing a tire behind us, crashing hard into the outside wall, getting hit by the 45, back down into Noah Gregson and Todd Gilliland, but still no caution. We stay green after the Michael McDowell incident. That's going to take him out of this race here in Phoenix, and his horrible luck and his farewell season continues. Now, speaking of farewell seasons, Denny Hamlin and the 11 to our inside here, getting by us here for 7th as we slip down to 8th now. Of course, with this long run, just it's been a problem we've had ever since season 1. We've been struggling in the long run, especially here at these short flat tracks. And Austin Hill in the 3 has had a major problem on lap 9 of the blown tire, spins out of the way to the inside lane. Still no caution as we pass by him now, as Hill makes it down to the pit lane, and he'll still be in this race, but he'll lose a few laps. And the struggles continue. Now here we are, last lap of stage 1. Kyle Larson going to pick up the stage 1 win in dominating fashion, leading every single lap. We still come home for a solid 9th place, earning a couple of stage points here in stage 1, more than I thought we would earn. Historically bad track for us here, but Larson picks up the stage win over Blaney, Elliott, Busher, and Hamlin in the top 5. Then Bubba Wallace, Josh Berry, William Byron, myself, and how about Justin Allgaier picking up a stage point here for Junior Motorsports, finally getting that team on the board in the stage points category. Now Larson dominates stage 1, so now here we are in the beginning of stage 2. 3 wide with Zane Smith and Alex Bowman for position 11 here into turn 1 and 2. Trying to make this outside lane work, but it's not there as we're not in the lane where the grip is. So you are able to clear the 48, but now we have Jesse Love in the 8 to our inside. We're going to very aggressively clear it in order to try to dive bomb the 54. Gibbs. Jesse Love almost wrecks himself off of our back bumper with how much we slowed down on entry to turn 3 there. We basically just brake checked him on entry, and that really did him in there. Now feels like we were working by Smith and Byron now to get back into the top 10, back into 9th position. Feels like we give Hamlin a little bit of shot contact with the 11 of Denny Hamlin, of course, in his final season of his NASCAR Cup Series career. What a career it's been for Denny. Still does not have that elusive championship trophies. We clear him for 8th here going to turn 1 as we set our sights now on Blaney and Justin Allgaier up ahead of us. Then we go a little bit too deep into the corner. Hamlin able to do a nice crossover move to the inside. Of course, we know Denny's so good at saving his tires, being there at the end on these long runs, which is the exact opposite of myself here, where we are usually always pushing the car, really wearing our tires down. That's really what is hurting us over the long run in these races, especially at these short flat tracks like here in Phoenix, Gateway, New Hampshire, and Richmond. You know, mainly here in Richmond we struggle a ton with the tire wear. Now we go a little bit too wide, a little bit kind of Denny. He shoves us off a little up the racetrack. Him and Gibbs go by. Jesse Love nearly puts us in the fence there, 3 wide, and we drop down now down to 11 thanks to Jesse Love's interference there. So I'm a little frustrated with the 8 of Love, the way he's been racing us, but there's nothing we can really do right now, so you continue to slip back. Here comes Ross Chastain door inside. Here comes Chase Briscoe, and we're just getting passed left and right here as we go into turn 1. More kind of the 19s, we go wide. Here we're trying to check up fall and back at Jesse Love and just reset and try to find our way back forwards. The caution is going to come out, which is going to create an interesting little strategy dynamic as myself and Cole Custer come down pit lane for 4 fresh tires and fuel. Everybody else stays out on the racetrack. So we're going to come all the way from the back of the field and charge our way back into the top 10. We're already easily driving our way up into the top 25, going by Austin Cindric and Christian Eckes. 3 wide down this back straight. I'm going by a couple of rookies here. Connor Zilich, Carson Quaffle. We go by both of them now, working by Tyler Reddick and Daniel Suarez, which would get us into the top 20. We make that pass. So we go by him now, setting our sights on Eric Jones and Ryan Preece. Again, we make contact to 60, and Preece going to slide, but he's going to save it. This time, Preece will save it, but the damage is still done, and he loses dozens of positions. And my God, my apologies to that 60 team and Ryan Preece. I mean, I just barely hit him. I didn't mean to send him wrecking like that. I was just trying to side draft him. He's accidentally went too high at the racetrack and hit Preece. That's not what he wanted to do. Big apologies to him as we work our way up in the top 15 now, going by Christopher Bell and Joey Logano. Yeah, apologies to Priest. Not what I meant to do there. So now 15 to go in stage 2. We continue to work our way forward, trying to battle with Alex Bowman, Zane Smith, and Denny Hamlin here for position. We slide in front of the 48, able to clear him and Hamlin. Now we take the momentum on the inside, and we clear Zane Smith up into position number 12. We will continue to work our way up through the field. And speaking of Ryan Preece, this time it's not my fault. He's going to blow a tire and go crashing off into turn 1. There goes Ryan Preece, and his solid run will come to an end. The 60 is out, and Ryan Preece is done here in Phoenix. A shame, as he got done in by me twice, and then finally his tire quit on him, putting an end to his day. Still, though, no cautions. Some surprising calls here by NASCAR officials, not throwing the yellows for all these spins. Now here we are in 12, trying to get to the inside of the 19 of Chase Briscoe for position, which we will. We'll get to the inside, use the dog leg to our advantage, get up into 11th place here. Still 12 to go in this stage. Kyle Larson still absolutely dominating this race in the 5, easily making a statement here, driving away from everybody. There's a car with some smoke there coming down pit road. Yep, that is Ryan Preece as you continue to battle with Chase Briscoe for 10th position here. We'll let him go, and then we'll cross him over here into turn 3 and take advantage with a dive bomb here on the 54 of Ty Gibbs. Just a little bit of contact, nothing too crazy. He hangs on to fight Justin Allgaier for the 8th position. Of course, Allgaier so strong here in Phoenix, especially in the Xfinity Series. So many races, so many laps led, but still just has not been able to find victory lane the amount of times that he has deserved to win here. As now we are fighting Ty Gibbs for 8th here as we go down this back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. We give Gibbs some room and then chop him down a little bit, and the 54 is going to slide, and there goes Ty Gibbs to the inside wall with the same mistake we made with Preece, we make with Ty Gibbs. Now we get up on the outside wall as a lot of guys come down pit road. In comes Allgaier, Chastain, Jesse Love. More of the leaders making their pit stops. Remember, myself and Cole Custer, we took advantage of that caution, came in for tires and fuel when everybody else stayed out, and here we go. We're reaping those benefits now as we are now up into 3rd position. As we go by the leaders here, we're going to go into the race lead for the first time today here in Phoenix. We will be leading laps in our final race at Phoenix Raceway, thanks to some creative pit strategy and a nicely timed caution. We lead with 6 to go in stage 2. Now the 47 of Sam Mayer trying to avoid Carson Hocevar. the 77 with a major tire issue. Going to take Hocevar out of this race. That's 2 weeks in a row. Hocevar is out with issues. Now 2 to go in stage 2. We are trying to conserve our tires, save a little bit of fuel here just so we can make it to the end of the stage so we can pick up this stage win. And the caution is going to come out and save us, and we are actually going to win stage 2 here in Phoenix. Our first stage win at Phoenix Raceway over Cole Custer, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, and Ryan Blaney in the top 5. Then Chastain, Love, Elliott, Allgaier, and Berry the top 10. So that means we have now earned, 5 stage wins through 8 stages this season. That's so strong for us so far this season. Now 32 to go. We're going to easily clear Cole Custer and that Haas factory Ford on the restart and get back into the race lead here, as everyone else who took the free pass the wave round is 2.5 seconds behind us. So we are driving away with the lead here in the final stage in Phoenix. So now here we are with 16 laps to go. The 40 of Allgaier slowing down really dramatically in front of us, and we've run into him under the caution. But the 40 of Justin Allgaier with a major engine issue, he will still be in this race, but his track position is completely gone, as now we get this restart, which costs us the lead. So that caution really screwed us. As we go by Kyle Larson, and we try to get by Jesse Love to get into 4th position, as now Chris Buescher and the 17 is leading over Ross Chastain. They have capitalized on this strategy, are now in prime position to win this race, as we go by our teammate the 12 of Ryan Blaney to get into 3rd position with just 12 laps to go in Phoenix. Who is going to beat Chris Buescher? Probably not us here, as we are still not been able to catch Buescher and Chastain. 5 laps to go. The 12 Blaney, our teammate, backdoor inside. We're going to let him go here into turn 1 and let him race on as we slide into 4th place here. As we know, we just don't have the car, or the tire, the grip that we really need here to go up and compete for the win. So we're going to let our teammate Blaney by, no issue. Team orders there. Now Larson, we're going to give him a little bit of a challenge here into turn 3, but nothing we really can do. He goes by. We slip down to 5th place now. Yep, sorry, now we're going to give up 5th to Tyler Reddick. Now just 3 laps remain here in Phoenix. I'm just trying to hang on to a top 10 finish at this point, as we're just continuing to fall back with the lack of grip in the tires and just the way I struggle to navigate this racetrack. The 12 is coming down pit road. Blaney apparently out of gas. Our teammate, a catastrophic mistake from the 12 team, gets us up into 6th here as we are on the white flag. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank here at Phoenix Raceway, and it is all Chris Buescher, who say he's well on his way to get his first win in 2 full seasons. Has not won since season 3, and it's going to continue the Ford dominance. Going to be 4-0 in this season 5 as Chris Buescher wins in Phoenix, holding off Ross Chastain. We come through for a very solid and respectable 6th place finish here in our final race at Phoenix. We unfortunately will leave NASCAR Heat 5 being winless at Phoenix Raceway, as Chris Buescher gets his first win since season number 3 of our career mode here in Phoenix. A strong run from Ross Chastain, the best finish for Honda in the Cup Series. Larson, Reddick, Elliott the top 5. We get a solid 6th. Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano 7th, 8th. And how about the recovery for Justin Allgaier after that late issue? Still recovers to get a top 10 finish in 9th. How about that? And then Josh Berry rounds out the top 10. See the rest of the grid there. Great runs from a couple of rookies. Connor Zilic, Jesse Love in the top 15. And then you see the rest of the grid there. Some guys who struggled with Blaney down there in 22nd after pinning Byron, Bowman, SVG, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs not getting the finishes they're looking for. And then Hocevar, Priest, Heim, McDowell all DNF'd. As here we are now, 4 races into the regular season. Here's how the standings are looking. Myself and Chris Buescher currently provisionally into the chase with our victories. The Hendrick cars of Larson and Byron looking pretty good in 3rd and 4th. SVG, Logano, Bell still have slightly double-digit cushions. And then Corey Heim, Connor Zilic, and Chastain right there on that bubble at the end of the top 10 in points, with Chase Briscoe and Chase Elliott being the current 2 wildcard drivers, with Haley, Suarez, Bowman, and Jesse Love currently on the outside looking in, as Tyler Reddick, Josh Berry, and Ryan Blaney slowly start to climb their way up the chase grid here in the point standings. But congrats to Chris Buescher on the huge win here in Phoenix, continuing the Ford streak of 4 races in a row, winning to start the season. And as always, when we conclude these episodes, I want to give a shout out to my channel members. So thank you so much to JJ, Brenda Breen, and Jeremy Isley. Really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to me in this channel. Helps the channel continue to grow, produce some awesome content, and now on a road to 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And those of you that are watching and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds. I really appreciate it. And if you want to get your shout out here at the end of the video, become a paid channel member. Link is in the description down below. And until next episode from Las Vegas, I hope you all have a good one.